Black Hawk's like?
You will see a section attack in a moment.
I'm coming up close. Come on, man.
So the enemy forces are now occupying the area to our south and one of the main chalets. To the right, Army 6 Aviation Black Hawk coming in to disgorge Special Forces troops. On board the Black Hawk, the Special Forces troops are equipped with sophisticated equipment to mount a section attack against the enemy forces. And communicating with the FA-18 Hornets, which are being the field for their strafing runs a little later if required, and we figure they will be. Now the battle is beginning on the ground. The battle space that is being occupied by the enemy, they are desperate to hold on to this piece of real estate, but meanwhile the Special Air Services people, they move across the runway to position themselves behind the blocking out property, trees and the cover that they look for to mount the section attack against the enemy. Small arms fire taking place at the moment is the Special Forces trying to suppress the enemy, and the enemy desperate to hold on to the piece of real estate they captured just 10 minutes ago. 6th Aviation Army repositioned the Black Hawk helicopter out of harm's way. The helicopter will remain abeam the battle space until required for a hot extraction to pull the Special Forces out. Personnel, if you missed the earlier announcement, bad guys, good guys, are RAAF number 1 Airfield Defence personnel mounting this simulated ground attack. So the Black Hawk moves abeam the field. 77 Squadron aircraft in communication with the battle commander on station, ready to come in if required. The ensuing battle before you in the southern area, in front of the gold stand and the main public area, now has the enemy being suppressed as the Special Forces begin to move forward on the propelled by the Special Forces as they cross. helicopter could be vulnerable if the enemy hasn't been suppressed. But after the 2 strikes by the FA-18s of 77 Squadron, it is highly unlikely that there is any solvency in amongst those in the enemy force. So repeating, the green smoke is the marker for the Blackhawk crew to know exactly where the Special Forces troops are. And a hot extraction, like a hot insertion, is a vulnerable moment for personnel who are in the battle space, those airborne and those on the ground. 6th Aviation Army now have all the Special Forces on board and waiting for the clear to go signal, and they will move off stage, and it will appear that the enemy has been justifiably suppressed by the Special Forces and the incoming air-to-ground offensive mounted by 77 Squadron.
Ring.
And the 6th Aviation Army Blackhawk helicopter crew and the Special Forces against the enemy, and the battle scenario has been completed. Special Forces and the bad guys today, played by number 1